been a long time, but it's time to do something about this weight gain, because I know you guys noticed, packed on a few pounds. I've been a little stressed lately, and the way I deal with stress is with food. And that's what I've been doing for the past 6 months. And I've gained a lot of weight, so it's time to take care of this issue and start working out, start eating better, because food is actually a lot more of it than it is of the working out portion. I'm getting older, my hormones are changing, it's weird, I don't know how to deal with it, so I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do this, it's gonna be horrible, but I'm gonna do it. Sorry for this weird angle. I don't have a stand for my phone right now, and this is set up in a picture frame. But that was bad. And I say that not because the workout itself, not because working out was bad, but I just haven't in so long. But it's okay, because I am going to be able to get back to where I was. I know I will. You know what, let's do this. Can you see better that way? Yeah, I was trying to be convenient here, but I know I will. I'll get back to it, but it sucks having to start over. So I do want to talk to you guys for a second, just really quick. I'm gonna try not to make it long. I know I ramble sometimes, but I'm gonna take a shower and get ready for work, because I have work in about an hour or so. So I want to be able to not have to rush. So I will meet you guys in the studio and we'll talk. Alright, a couple of days have passed. Every time I tried to film right before I went into work, I realized I only had 15 minutes to get ready, and I couldn't be late to work. And of course, now I'm filming, and there's somebody revving their motorcycle or something outside, so it's great. I wanted to talk to you guys about why I decided to do this. And if I'm talking a little weird, it's because I have my retainer in. My teeth have chipped a little bit because I haven't worn it in a month, so sorry for the lisp in advance. So first of all, I'll let you know that I'm not trying to make this a sob story, but I do want to be honest with you guys. I was really hesitant to talk about this because I almost feel like mental health has become trendy instead of an actual serious issue. But I'm not trying to discount anybody who has put on YouTube that they have been struggling with their mental health. Just disclaimer. But I just have to let you guys know, I haven't been okay. I haven't been okay for about a year or so. And I have experienced my first bout of anxiety that I've ever had in my life, and it manifested in a very weird way. I've gone through depression in the last year. I have just not been myself, spiritually, mentally, physically. And when I don't know what to do, when I don't know where to go sometimes, I turn to food. And while maybe somebody out there is like, you don't look huge, I feel huge. And the reason is, I have fluctuated in weight my whole entire life. I've been up and down, pretty much just since I was a child all the way up until now, with my latest round of being fit having been a couple of years ago. Just to kind of give you a backstory. I know that's weird that I kind of switched from mental health to weight, but I don't want this video to be about my mental health. Just letting you know that my mental health and the way that I have been feeling lately has factored in a lot into my weight gain. So I've talked about this very briefly on a few vlogs that a few years ago I was really fit. There was one New Year's Eve, I was waiting for somebody to just go and work out with me, and nobody wanted to do it. Also, I had been working a lot, so he couldn't do it, or else he would have. But nobody was responding, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to wait for anybody else. I'm just going to do this. And New Year's Eve of 2012, I started P90X. I stuck with it. It was a little slower than what the results say it should be, just because my nutrition wasn't super on point. But I lost 20 pounds doing that. I looked like this, and I felt great. Now, the thing with being that weight was, it took me about a year for my mind to catch up with my body. So in my mind, I still saw this big girl, this girl that didn't fit into her jeans. And when I finally realized, like, hey, you're not that girl anymore. It was great. It was great to look in the mirror and see what I saw in my mind. And it was just great. I felt great, and being a Hispanic woman, a lot of times when you get skinny, quote unquote, they're like, you need to eat, where are your curves? I never lost my curves, so I don't know what people are talking about, but the thing is, I didn't care what people thought. I didn't care that they thought I was too skinny or not or whatever. I felt great, I was happy. And I maintained that weight, you know, fluctuating maybe 5 pounds up and down every now and then, but 5 pounds is just kind of a maintenance thing. I maintained that weight for a good 2.5 years. And then I moved to Atlanta, as you guys know. And in Atlanta, I started to gain a lot of weight, and it was because I started to go into a depression. And it was just like a spiral, and a downward spiral. Long story short, I gained 20 pounds back in Atlanta over the last 2 years, and I've gained 10 more since I moved back to Jacksonville. So just to be super transparent, at my lowest weight I was 127, and now I am 160. Sucks, because now I am at a higher weight than I was when I even started P90X that one time. It doesn't feel good, and it doesn't feel good because now that my mind was at a certain point of how I looked or how I felt, now realizing that that's not the way I look anymore, it's messing with me a lot. It's making me feel like, okay, what happened? When I realized how big I actually got. And I don't mean this to sound vain. I know it probably does because I'm talking about looks a lot. I just don't want it to get too much into psychology and mental health, because that will cause me to ramble a lot, and that's not what I want to do. But it's time for a change. Right now, it's been 2 days since I started the video. I worked out twice. I actually decided to take a break today only because I started to get sick. This started to happen a couple months ago. I got sick when I started the workout too. I think my body tries to like fight against it because I'm doing something strenuous to it, which is super weird. But I just taken a break because my sister was in town. She just left. I had to clean up because Kelly's coming tonight. Things like that. But I always start in weird weeks. So I started New Year's over there. This time I'm starting Thanksgiving week, which seems kind of counterproductive because I'm gonna eat tomorrow. Anyways, I just want to let you guys know that I'm doing this. This is mostly for me, but if it encourages somebody, great. You know, I'll be doing weekly updates, trying to do weigh-ins. I'll just let you know right now, there's probably gonna be a lot of disappointment in these vlogs, but I want to stick to it because I want to get back to where I was. And the thing is, getting older makes it harder. There's been a lot of hormonal changes that I've gone through. Physically, I haven't been doing well, not only because of my weight, but just a lot of hormonal imbalances that I've been dealing with, which, you know, I'm not going to get into it because TMI, but I just know that I'm not getting any younger, and I want to do this. So, first of all, I want to say thank you to Adventure Vic for putting himself out there too. He's doing something like this as well. I was already planning on doing this. I actually started to film one like 3 months ago, and I stopped and was like, no, I can't do this. But I'm glad that he's been vulnerable enough to post his journey, and I want to do mine too. So I hope you guys will come on this journey with me. I'll be talking about my nutrition, what I'm eating, and I'm not probably going to be crazy and do meal preps and stuff, but it's just going to be real life. A person that's not a fitness guru, doing this, getting back in shape, getting back to being able to fit into my clothes because I refuse to buy a bigger size. Let's do this. Fitness vlogs. Yes. Alright guys, I don't know what else to say, but thanks for watching, and I hope you'll give me some tips and come along with me.